I'm Dr. Faras from Department of English, Rajarshi Chhatrapati Shahu College, Kolhapur. Today, we will try to understand some important features of romantic poetry. First of all, let's understand the concept of romanticism. Romanticism was the movement of artistic, literary, musical, and intellectual that originated towards the end of 18th century and it attains its peak in 1850s. The romantic poetry of this age laid special emphasis on humanitarianism, fraternity, equality, liberty and freedom of individual. The characteristics of romanticism are emotions, melancholic tone, imagination, supernaturalism and nature. If we look at a few key features of romanticism, we will understand that it was nothing but a reaction against the neoclassical age. The beginning of romantic poetry was the movement against neoclassical poetry. It was marked by a strong reaction and protest against the bondage of set standard and custom. Neoclassical poetry was the product of intellect and reason, while the romantic poetry is more the product of emotion. So, romantic poetry contrasts clearly with neoclassical poetry. Another feature was emotions were of key importance to romantic poetry. Romantic poetry abounds in emotions. The romantic poets stressed on expressing subjective emotions, and it is usually the poet's personal experience. They try to introspect that takes the form of poem. For instance, Wordsworth's depiction of lovely, beautiful girl singing a folk song while reaping in the fields became the famous poem The Solitary Reaper. The poems like Daffodils or Lucy poems also are depicting the nature. The romantic poets chose to express emotions of a wide variety through their poems, something that was completely absent during the neoclassical tradition. Another feature which is observed in romanticism is melancholic tone. It is one of the essential elements of romantic poetry. Romantic poets often put it in their poems, even